Devonshire, and welcome to another episode of CCMC and Me. First, let's introduce our team. I'm Brooke Johnson.
I'm Rachel Gatlin.
I am Wayne Detweiler.
I'm 18. No, I'm serious. I'm Gabriel. I'm so sorry. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So today we'll be talking to your lifestyle director, Gabriel, about events and registration.
All right. So, it's an important topic because I've received emails from many community members, and they're like, why are all the events registration? Why do we have to register for the things going on? The whole purpose of wanting to make sure that we have a registration process in place is, number one, for me, so I know how many people to expect. I kind of treat it as if I was doing something at my home. I want to know who's coming to the party at my house, so then I can make sure I have enough food or whatever else I'm looking to offer. So it gives us an opportunity to really be able to plan so that we don't run out of certain items, nor does it put us in a position where we have spent so much that becomes wasted items and I'm not using the funds for the community in a wise manner. I just want to make sure that I'm a good steward over what's been given to me to do. So that's one of the big reasons for us wanting to make sure that we get the registration in place for many of our events. Now, we do have some that don't require that. That's generally our big, huge signature style events. Those are the ones that we don't have to do that for in most cases. But a lot of those socials that we provide, like karaoke nights and things like that, or things for the kiddos to do, we want to make sure that we have the RSVP in place just so I can make sure that I'm prepared. I want to make sure I do these things right. Any other questions from anybody?
Well, you covered the importance of registration really well. Mm-hmm. And it makes sense to me, and you outlined why it is important, that we're being good stewards, that we're not over purchasing or not being prepared. So that's really helpful.
Wonderful.
Do you have any issue? I've been to a few events where we had, 40 or 50 people registered and we did not get the entire attendance. How do you plan on overcoming that challenge in the future, or do you have a plan?
Yeah, so that's a really good question, Rachel, because that is something that we have been experiencing where we'll have full registration and only half of the individuals will show up, or maybe 75% of the attendees actually will show up. And there's even been talk amongst the community members where they say, I wish people would not register for something that they're not going to attend. First, I do want to say, if you have registered for an event and you now have discovered that you're not going to be able to come, then what I need you to do is just go ahead and go back to your Eventbrite registration and just go ahead and cancel it, because then I can open it up for other community members who want to be there. We put photos out after events, and there are community members that will leave comments or say certain things, or they'll come in and say, yeah, I really wish I could have been able to attend that event. And for me as a person who plans events, it makes me feel bad that we have spaces that could have been filled with those that would have actually attended the event. So that's why it's really important for us to have the RSVP in place, but we're going to need you to do your part of, if you're not going to be able to attend the event, you need to go ahead and cancel your tickets, so then I can let the community know, hey, we just got 2 more tickets. We've had waiting lists before for a particular event, and there were people that could have come, but they didn't get a chance to, which for me, again, as being a person who's all about events, that's not what I'm looking to achieve, is there not being everyone there that we're intending to be there. Now, a plan that we're just kind of looking at and discussing what we may do is we're going to probably look at some type of model that if we're getting registrations for events and it's the same people, because what I believe is starting to happen, people are seeing the event pop up and they just register anyway to save their spot and then they forget about it. We're going to have to start to put a list together of those who continually do it and find out what the next steps will be regarding them with future registrations. And so once we have a plan completely in place for that, we'll be forthcoming with the entire community so they understand what that will look like. And again, our purpose of doing this is just to make sure that we maximize the experience and capacity of all of our events so that they're amazing. So that's kind of the plan that's in place. And any other questions for anybody?
Well, I guess that covers it. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of CCMC and Me. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video for all things Devonshire.
All right, well, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.